I want you to look up on this board. You'll see the words church, police. Now, this should be an oxymoron because police get public funding, churches don't because churches getting public funding is unconstitutional. That is, unless you live in Alabama. You see, the Alabama Senate has voted to allow churches to form a police department, or they're trying to, my bad. You see, there's this church in Alabama, and it wants to form its own police department, and Alabama is taking this seriously instead of looking at this and saying this is by default unconstitutional and possibly theocratic. And the church says, this is according to the article, the church says it needs its own police officers to keep its schools, as well as its more than 4,000 congregation, safe. But really, the idea of giving any sort of church any sort of power in the state, not people who go to that church, the church itself power, is theocratic and unconstitutional, just by default. Churches should not have police forces, especially ones that are publicly funded, like I assume this Alabama law would allow. That is theocratic. And the thing is, I'm just sitting there reading this thinking, you know all that hatred Republicans have against Sharia law? Well, the Alabama state legislator, Richard Shelby, is a Republican, and he could pass this. So we know he's a hypocrite because he's not against theocracy then. He's only against theocracy when it's not his religion, and that's what this bill is saying. It's saying, okay, listen, Alabama, you can be a theocracy, you just gotta be a majority theocracy. The majority of the people in the U.S. have to practice a religion. That's why we're trying to keep Islamic refugees out, because then, by our logic, they could become a theocracy, because we let Christians run a theocracy in Alabama. This law is just disgusting as it is. It's awful, and I hope Alabama just learns from this, says no. And that's it. I'm Ephrom Joe, and good night.